Hi, welcome to John Cash Ministries and Revelations Church's Daily Devotion. Today I want to talk about this. America needs to see more, not less, of God's power. He's powerful. Do you know that? Have you seen his power in action? 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verses 1, 2, and 3 give us a very, very, very good insight into God's power and why it's so important that we see God's power in our everyday lives and in the power of the preaching. We're actually going to do verses 1 through 5. Here's what Paul said to the Corinthians. He says, "When I came to you, brothers, I did not come with eloquence or superior wisdom as I proclaimed to you the testimony about God." Paul, the greatest Christian ever walked the earth, simply said, look, when I came to you guys, I didn't come in there with smooth speech. I wasn't coming in there sounding like a politician. You know, maybe I made some mistakes in how I spoke. Maybe I didn't have all my hand movements just right. I didn't strut the stage right. He's saying, look, none of that matters. I didn't come with eloquence or superior wisdom, meaning man-made wisdom. No, he didn't do that. He wasn't focused on that. He wasn't focused in how he delivered the message. He was focused on the message. And that's what we need to do to see the power of God work. Verse 2, watch this. "For I resolved to know nothing while I was with you except Jesus Christ and him crucified." Paul's goal was to see people get saved. How do people get saved? Jesus Christ and him crucified. Period. Too many out there today have chosen to preach a social gospel, have chosen to preach a family-friendly, seeker-friendly gospel that does not include Jesus Christ and him crucified. People are saved, are forgiven of their sins when they place their faith and trust in the shed blood of Jesus Christ and on the crucifixion. He died and he came back on the third day. The central theme. Paul was not going to be distracted by all the things that can distract us in church life and as pastors, things that can distract us. He preached Jesus Christ and him crucified, period. When he did that, thousands got saved all over the place. That was his secret. That part of the message, foundational truth of Christianity. Then he says in verse 3, "I came to you in weakness and fear and with much trembling." He had a specific attitude. To see the power of God move in his life and in the message and in his ministry, he had a message of humility. Weakness, that's humility. He was very humble to be like a super disciple that he was. He was very humble, but he also feared God with fear and much trembling. Fear and trembling over what? God. He believed that if he did not do his God-given purpose on the earth, God is going to take him out. He believed that God would punish him severely. That's the fear of God. Now, we do know that perfect love drives out all fear, but there's no human being out there that has a perfect love for God. So he had this fear and trembling that he might mess up. And this is a healthy thing. More preachers need it. Verse 4. Then he says, "My message and my preaching were not with wise and persuasive words, but with the demonstration of the Spirit's power." Here he says, listen, what I said came from God, didn't come from man. What I said was not my wisdom, man's wisdom. It was God's wisdom through his Holy Spirit. And because he preached Jesus and him crucified with the right attitude, it says he had the demonstration of the Spirit's power on him. God did miracles in his ministry. God saved, we don't know the number, but huge numbers of people everywhere he went. God hasn't changed. He's the same today as he was 2,000 years ago. God's still doing these miracles in ministries where the leadership is focused on the Word of God. Then he says this in verse 5. "So that your faith might not rest on men's wisdom, but on God's power." Folks, do you understand that people don't get saved if they don't see God's power? I mean, some can. But people want to see God's real. God's powerful. The youth want to see that. We don't get the power of God until we are preaching the message of God from the Word of God with the right heart. And when we see that combination, God explodes and does miraculous things. God bless you. Thank you for your support of John Cash Ministries and Revelations Church. Would love to see you Sunday morning, 10:30, Deep Creek High School.